have the Golden State Warriors given up on Steph Curry? This question's been floated around. This video is going to be my reaction to kind of NBA free agency, but then also reaction. This is more a reaction because I made a video. You can go look it up. I titled it "Lay Warriors" because I thought LeBron was going to go to the Warriors, but he did not. So after playing together in the Olympics and all that, winning gold, clearly it was not enough. Which I mean, I'm only bringing up the Olympics because that's the last time they played together. But it's not like that'd be the huge, be all say all on them teaming up. It has been talked about a lot, which is why I was under the assumption too and thought, oh yeah, him going to the Warriors. I mean, they've been talking about it since 2018, even after they've played in the finals multiple years. Both of them have been on record talking about, oh yeah, I want to play with Steph, back and forth. And then we saw some of the outside, like looking at money moves and contract moves, where it's like, first one was Draymond Green taking a pay cut to try to lure Anthony Davis over. You get AD, you get LeBron, kind of like that, because again, we call him and we nickname him late GM for a reason. And so now where the Warriors are sitting, having not made any moves, they're the only team in the NBA that has not made an active pursuit to get any player in free agency, with trades or anything like that. They now sit where, nope, we're going to run the same team back and we're going to see what happens. And it's like, okay. Which people have already labeled it, could this be the end for Steph Curry? And is he going to request a trade? No, I don't think he is. If Curry wanted a request to trade, he would have. Ooh, that's great. Because obviously he's not going to request one right after they went in 2022. But whenever his contract was up after the 2022 NBA Finals, so like around the time that Klay Thompson left, he would have, maybe summer of 24, or summer. You could even go quick summer of 23, like around the time that the Nuggets won it, and then try to have Curry and Jokic go to the Knicks or something. Because I've been throwing that one out for fun, like, oh, Jokic is going to eventually go play for the Knicks. Because you look at it and you say, yeah, 3 years ago, are the Knicks winning the championship? Nope, not anytime soon. Anyways, Brunson's turned into a superstar in his own right. But how do I say this? Like, I don't think Steph is going to leave the Warriors, but I do think the Warriors kind of messed up by not getting LeBron, because I do think there were a couple things in play. Like, if you've heard some of the rumors, but again, they could be fake. Like, one of the reasons why LeBron didn't go to the Cavs was because Kyrie didn't want to leave the Mavericks to rejoin with him in Cleveland, because Cleveland was going to get rid of Harden. Again, this is all speculations. Like, these could be like fake articles, and it's like, oh, really? You believe that nonsense? But anyways, I don't think he's going to leave the Warriors, but I do think the Warriors have not helped their case with regards to winning a championship, because this is not the same Warriors team that was winning the championships. There are a lot of different pieces. Now, there's been talks about Curry leaving. I don't think he's leaving. One thing that's kind of popped up and I thought it was funny was him going to Miami and joining Giannis and Bam, which, funny enough, guess who was also in talks for the Giannis sweepstakes? The Warriors, and they lost out on him. Do I know why the Warriors lost out on LeBron? No, but if I'm just going to guess, maybe it's the personalities of Draymond Green and LeBron. Would they have clashed? I don't know. Is the sky blue? Is grass green? Yes, they're alpha dog mentalities, which I joked about it in a stream, in my reaction stream to LeBron getting traded. But Jaylen Brown didn't want to live, in Jason Tatum's shadow. And so he went to a new team only to be back at somebody else's shadow. I think it was funny. And there's parts of me where I look at the ego of, could LeBron and Steph have worked together? Or would their egos have clashed? And because I think the Warriors are still a fine team. Like, they still have Jimmy Butler. And yes, Jimmy Butler, Kristaps Porzingis, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, LeBron James. Who else? Who else? Anthony Davis, if healthy, staying healthy. Yeah, that's a pretty solid team, regardless of age. Like, that is a team where they could compete with the Spurs and beat the Spurs. Now, the Thunder, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I still think, if I'm going to be honest, I think the West runs through the Spurs and the Thunder for the foreseeable future. And I know that's very easy to say, considering, where we are at right now. But, like, right after the Nuggets won the championship, they traded people away. The Thunder, right after winning the championship, locked players down for contracts to keep them. And it's a young team. And then we saw clearly with last year where they lost in the Western Conference Finals. But there are other factors like Chet only having 2 points and Williams not even playing because he was injured. What this upcoming season, the Thunder aren't going to win 60-plus games? That's happening. Like, the Thunder are still going to be the number 1 team in the West. The Spurs are still probably potentially going to be the number 2 team in the West. So, like, it's who can compete against that. And I think the Warriors getting LeBron definitely would have helped, but they ended up missing out on that and not getting him. And so then it started the fire of, rumors on, Steph's going to want out. No, if he wanted out, he would have already left. And, I mean, it's kind of funny, too. Like, we've seen LeBron go from team to team to team to team, over his career. But in all that time, where has Steph stayed? In Golden State. I think, let's look at who some free agents are next summer, and they might go pick up some guys. Plus, I believe during the season they're going to pick some guys up. I know it's gotten super loud right now, but yeah, they're going to need some defensive guys. And I think, yes, I know Mitchell I think he signed an extension with the Cavs, but it's like contracts kind of don't mean nothing. Like, guys can leave with contracts, but then you'd have to have a contract buyout. But like, there's something where there's going to be something where there's going to be, okay, who's the golden goose next offseason? And they'll probably go try to pursue that player. Or not, because, again, with a healthy Jimmy Butler, with a healthy, like, go look it up. And if you don't believe me, literally, go look it up. The last time Jimmy Butler was healthy in a postseason, what happened? NBA Finals. Go look it up. In 24, blown out with a knee. In 25, he was healthy, but he was also on the Warriors, and he'd only been with the Warriors for 2 months. And then Curry went down with a hamstring. They ended up losing to the Wolves. Now, would they have lost to the Thunder? Most likely. But in 26, injured again. So, I know that's terrible math there of like, but I think the Warriors, I don't know, man. They definitely interesting that they're not trying to help build around their franchise, because clearly, what else does Steph need to give? You know what I mean? Like, he's given the team everything, and he is the reason why the Warriors are successful. He's also why big men shoot 3 nowadays. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Anyways, y'all, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is Steph Curry going to leave the Warriors? Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.